Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another Bobby Reacts video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. We've got lots of leaks out for Season 3 of Call of Duty Mobile. I know that I said Season 1 was probably the biggest update that we've seen in years. Somehow, I think this update might actually be bigger. Maybe the biggest update that we've seen since Gunsmith. I wasn't expecting this much content. We already knew it was going to be a big deal. It was rumored that Ranked was getting an overhaul this season. Apparently, it's not guaranteed yet that it's coming, but they've still been posting new leaks for like the last 9 hours. So there's a possibility we'll have a follow-up video later today. Make sure to subscribe if you guys haven't already. We're going to go ahead and hop into it because there's a lot of stuff to cover. First thing, absolutely huge. We've got the addition of wildcards into the game. So for those of you who don't know, wildcard is basically like it's kind of like a perk, but it's like a perk on top of your perks, you know? It's like it's completely separate system, so it'll make sense whenever we actually post this right here. Wildcards are game changers. Explained. Wildcards are special perks that let players customize their loadouts beyond standard changes. So you got, in my opinion, really only two perks, or rather two wildcards that are actually worth it. Overkill and Greed are probably the two that most people will run. Overkill is obviously one that people have talked about for a long time. It was originally going to be a red perk. Now it's being introduced as a wild card. Take a non-duplicate primary weapon instead of a secondary. So obviously, especially for people that run like snipers, being able to run an SMG or a shotgun alongside it and search and destroy is going to be absolutely insane. We've also got Tactical Shift. You can replace a lethal with a non-duplicate tactical. I don't know why anybody would use that. You could literally just run like Tactician. Bomber does the same thing, but with a lethal. And then Greed actually gives you an extra slot to equip a non-duplicate red perk. So you could run... One thing that I thought about would be really interesting is running like Dauntless and Flak Jacket at the same time, because then you take like 0 damage from explosives. That's one that I would be interested to try out. But obviously being able to run two of those at the same time would be very, very interesting. But this is obviously the look. This is what Overkill is going to look like. This is what Greed's going to look like. And then the other two, and probably most other people are never going to use. I think you get to unlock one initially, and then you got to grind for the rest, but I think you only have to play 15 ranked games for each one that you unlock. So for most people, you're only going to need to play 15 ranked games to actually get the ones that you want. Going back, I don't know why this is taking so long to go back. Okay, there we go. Changes in the ground loot pool. I don't really care about that. Let me make sure there's not anything else that I missed further below. Oh, Overkill is also going to be available in Battle Royale, I believe I saw them say. Think of it like a perk system add-on. This is what it looked like in other Call of Duties. Okay. Yeah, I definitely saw them post something that it's going to be available for Battle Royale. I don't know what that's going to look like, because obviously you don't have perks in Battle Royale, but it should be interesting. Yeah, wildcards are now available in Battle Royale and multiplayer. So this is like, get a wildcard to get the buff. I'm assuming we don't know what the wild cards in Battle Royale are going to be yet. Maybe potentially the ability to have two different classes. That would be really interesting. Not entirely sure what this is going to be. Obviously, the teaser for the 2025 free legendary that you'll be able to grind for. Obviously, reaching legendary 6 times in either Battle Royale or multiplayer. We keep it moving. New settings UI, you can switch to the original UI by pressing the button in the upper left. Okay. I like the display of this a little bit better, so I don't hate that, but the fact that you can revert it, I'm assuming that's the button you use to revert it. Definitely very nice, low quality of life change there. You can now share and import custom graphic style settings. That's actually really big as well, because I always worry about like messing up my graphics or not getting it right or whatever, so that's going to make it really, really simple to share those. Definitely a W. They're finally adding the ability to hide the appearance of underbarrel attachments. That's something that had been teased for a while, but glad that they have now finally 100% got that on. Nice quality of life change. The legendary Chickum. I mean, this is one of the biggest things. To be honest, we've been asking for a legendary Chickum for years. One of the OG guns in COD Mobile was there on launch, never got a legendary, has been buffed so many times. Blueprint is expected to be added in Season 4 and 5. I saw somebody saying that it could potentially be the new Secret Cache Legendary. The first one lasts for 6 months. And we got it in Season 1, so there's no way that it could possibly be that if it's coming in Season 4 and 5. But, nice wishful thinking. Legendary MW11 along with... What is this? The Moonlight Prestige? That actually looks kind of cool. That's honestly one of the better looking Prestige. I tell you what, COD Mobile really loves the QQ9. There must be an insane amount of people that use the QQ9 because they're non-stop adding new QQ9s. Obviously, this is a variant of the Moonlight that we already had. But that's just so funny. How many legendary QQ9s does that make? I think that's like 5 or 6 legendary QQ9s and a mythic. We're getting a Kilo, we're getting an Odin, we're getting a PDW. I mean, all guns that are very commonly used. Honestly, glad that we're getting an Odin. I guess this is the full... Wait, what is this? That looks like the HG40, is it not? Is that a Kilo? I guess it's a Kilo? I was not expecting that. Okay, then the next one will be the Odin, and the one after that will be the PDW. Let's see, I'm assuming this is an Odin? That looks like a BK-57, but I'm not mad about it. Irons look pretty solid. Let's see. I'm assuming no unique inspect animation or anything. Good irons. Not really that much better than like the Megalodon irons, but you know, we'll take it. And then we got, whoa, that is an insane looking PDW. It doesn't really look like a gun, but it looks cool, so I might buy it. I would say they've done a better job of making sure that the guns that they're adding legendaries for are guns that people actually like using. So I would say that's a W. We've got just kind of like closer, more detailed looks at each of those guns. Yada, yada, yada. The irons as compared. You can see the iron for the Kilo, Odin, PDW, MW11. Okay. We've got the VMP SMG. This is one of the few remaining guns that hasn't been added to COD Mobile that I feel like a lot of people have asked for, and I'm pretty sure it was crazy OP in either Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4. Very fast-firing weapons, so we'll see what that looks like. Also, the new tournament camo actually looks good. They've returned to giving us animated tournament camos, and I think this is one that's going to look solid on a lot of blueprints. I'm thinking especially about like the Legendary Krieg that's kind of got like a gold colorway similar to this one. I think this is going to be a camo that people will actually grind for, so W there. And then one of the biggest changes is the ability to play free-for-all while you're in queue for ranked. I was not expecting this one bit. Huge quality of life change. So I don't think you can actually grind camos. If you can grind camos with this, that's just that much better. But I'm pretty sure it's only against bots. Once again, could be wrong, but especially given the fact that you can be pulled out at any second to go into your rank game, I would be surprised if it was against real people. But maybe it's all against real people that are also trying to queue for rank games. But the ability to play free-for-all instead of just staring at that screen is a huge quality of life change. It says no score limit, but I'm assuming that's just because they got pulled into a rank game. Oh, yeah, so it like queues you out and then queues you into the rank game. While in the game, you can still pause, start queue, change game modes, activate voice chat. That's actually so good. One of the best quality of life changes that we have seen in a long time. We already got the new Battle Pass blueprint, so I guess we'll be rating these as well. We got the Grau. I'm assuming that has unique irons. That actually looks kind of sick. A lot of geometric changes on that. W in my book. We got the ISO. That looks like same irons, if I had to guess. A little bit of geometric change. So, I mean, I guess it's better than just getting like a default ISO. We got the SVD static burn. That's not one that I'm likely going to use. SVD sucks. It looks cool. Once again, I don't know if those are... I guess like a couple tiny geometric changes, so not bad. And then we got a KN44. Isn't that like the second KN44 we've gotten in the Battle Pass this year? Once again, KN44 is one of my favorites, so I'm not mad about it. It looks like default irons as well. But I like the look of it. I really like the look of the Grau and the KN. So this is a solid Battle Pass for me. We got the M1 Grand. That's got a lot of geometric changes on it as well. It's not my favorite style because it makes me think of just like car repair. That if I had to name the system, car repair would kind of be the or name the battle pass, it would be car repair or something like that. But I don't hate the look of it. We've got irons right here. Let's see. So Grow irons are clean. I'm trying to think which barrel that is. ISO's hideous, but ISO irons are always hideous. Pay to lose for the SVD. That is a tiny scope. Oh my god, so much of the screen's covered. M1 Grand irons look good. That's a good sign. And then KN is not default irons, but it's pretty close to default irons. And then another huge change right here. We've got the replay feature that's getting added in Season 3, where you can literally just, like, save footage from your gameplays. So you don't even have to be recording. Like, as a content creator, this is huge, because now I don't have to feel like I've got to be recording 24/7 if I'm ever playing whenever I'm not, like, at my setup or anything. Gameplay will be automatically recorded and can be reviewed after the match is over. The feature was previously locked on the Chinese version. Once again, huge change. You can get clips. I think this is going to be huge for Call of Duty mobile content. I'm going to refresh because they've been posting so many leaks that it's possible they've added something new. Rank selection mode received a minor update. The modes have a casual tag. Is the ranked overhaul? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think the ranked overhaul is happening. Oh my god. I think the ranked overhaul is happening. Oh! Additionally, the warming up feature seems to be locked to Grandmaster and above. So now people got a motivation to reach Grand. I mean, before that, you're getting bot lobbies anyway. So, oh my gosh, we're probably gonna have another video later today after this one, chat. This gives me goosebumps. Like, legitimately, and I posted this earlier. I think COD Mobile is about to hit its second prime. We've not seen updates like this since, like I said, since. Legitimately outside of Gunsmith, I can't think of an update this big. So let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed and are excited, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.